something really fascinating. An academic journal isn't just publishing articles, it's trying to completely change the game of how research gets published in the first place. Let's get into it.
So, think about this for a second. A researcher has a breakthrough, they write it all up, and then what? I mean, how does that piece of paper get the official stamp of approval and become part of what we call scientific knowledge?
For so many people, especially researchers just starting out, the answer is, well, they have no idea. The whole process feels like this mysterious black box, right? You pour your heart and soul into your work, you submit it into the system you don't really understand, and you just kind of hope for the best. It can be confusing, super intimidating, and honestly, it often feels like it's designed to keep people out.
So, first up, let's peek inside this black box and really look at the traditional, often baffling world of academic publishing. But then, we're going to look at a really compelling alternative. We're going to explore a journal that decided to just smash that black box wide open. So let's meet RPESH.
So what is RPESH? Well, the full name is Research in Physical Education, Sport, and Health. It's a peer-reviewed journal that's been around since 2012, and it operates in that really interesting space where kinesiology, sports, and health all meet. But here's the thing, its mission is way bigger than just publishing papers. The whole point is to build a truly stable, credible place for researchers to connect and share ideas.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of their whole philosophy. From day one, the people who started RPESH knew it had to be more than just a dusty old shelf for articles. So, you have to ask, what does that actually look like? Well, it all starts with building the entire publishing process around one key idea: transparency. Let's see how they created what they call an ethical infrastructure. You know how some journal websites feel like a maze of confusing links? RPESH threw that whole idea out. Instead, they designed their site to be a clear, easy-to-use ecosystem. So whether you're an author, a reviewer, or just a reader, you know exactly where to go to find the mission, the policies, and the step-by-step instructions. There are absolutely no secrets or hidden doors here. And this gets us to their main concept: an ethical infrastructure. The idea is that the design of the journal itself, the fact that all the policies and menus are right there in the open, isn't just a nice little feature, it is the feature. That's what builds trust. And just as important, it actively teaches people how to be good scholars. And believe me, this isn't just feel-good talk. They put their money where their mouth is. They stick to the top standards from the Committee on Publication Ethics, or COPE. They have dedicated, super clear statements on malpractice and plagiarism, and they spell out exactly what's expected from everyone involved. It's ethics in practice, not just in theory.
Okay, so this ethical foundation leads to what is, honestly, their most radical idea. RPESH doesn't see its job as just judging the final paper. It sees itself as an educator that's there to help develop the authors themselves.
So, how in the world do they do that? Well, they have this sort of secret weapon, a unique triad of support. It's 3 specific tools they use to build an author's skills and their confidence.
First up, the manuscript guidelines. Now, most journals just give you a list of formatting rules, right? Use this font, make your margins this big. RPESH goes so much deeper. It actually explains the logic behind a scientific paper. What is an abstract supposed to do? How does the introduction set the stage? It basically takes all that unwritten knowledge that seasoned academics just assume everyone knows, and it spells it out for everybody. The second part of this support system is something called text walkthroughs. Think of these as a decoder ring for academic writing. They break down all the jargon and weird conventions into simple language. And again, it's not just about telling you the rules, it's about explaining why those rules exist. It completely transforms publishing from some scary test you have to pass into a skill you can actually learn. And finally, the third piece of the puzzle: super practical, step-by-step guides. These are visual roadmaps that walk you through the entire technical process, from the moment you hit submit to figuring out how to respond to peer review comments. This makes sure that nobody gets left behind just because the website software is a little confusing. They are literally dismantling the barriers that keep people out. Okay, so let's zoom out for a minute. Why does any of this matter beyond this one particular journal? Because this model, it suggests a complete redefinition of what an academic journal can be, and maybe what it should be. This comparison right here says it all, doesn't it? The traditional model is an opaque black box that just acts like a gatekeeper. It pretty much assumes you're already an expert. The RPESH model is a transparent ecosystem that doesn't just assume excellence, it actively works to cultivate it. That's a huge difference.
What this means is that a journal becomes this kind of hybrid institution. I mean, yeah, of course it shares knowledge, but it's also a framework for ethical behavior, it's a classroom for scholarly development, and it acts as a bridge connecting all these different academic cultures on a level playing field.
And that leaves us with a really powerful final thought. The RPESH model isn't about lowering standards or making things easy. Not at all. It's about raising the floor for everyone by giving more people the tools they need to meet those high standards. So the real question is, what would the world of science and research look like if every single journal was built not just to judge excellence, but to actively create it?